Hello everyone, welcome to Target45. My name is Jyoti. Today we are going to solve Fibonacci series problem. Given n, we have to print all the Fibonacci series up to that n number. So what we are doing today? We are going to use a iterative approach and two variables to solve this problem. So before getting into coding, I want to remind you, if you still have not subscribed to Target 45, please kindly subscribe to Target 45. We are going to solve these kind of problems every day. So let's get into coding. And if you have any suggestions on anything, please kindly comment in the comment section. So what I'm doing, I'm defining a function. So before solving this problem, let's understand what this problem in the first place. So as we know, like Fibonacci series is something given two values, we have to find the third element, fourth element, and the consecutive elements. How we can find the third element is it is the sum of the previous two elements. So if you see here, 0 plus 1 is the third element, and 1 plus 1 is the fourth element, 2 plus 1 is the fifth element, and it continues. So we are going to use two variables, which is a, b, and if you know how to swap two numbers, this approach is going to be very easy for you. We can solve Fibonacci series using multiple approaches like recursion, memoization, generators, dynamic programming. There are multiple other ways to solve Fibonacci series. I wanted to understand which one you would be more interested in. So for today we are only using iterative approach. If you have any suggestions, if you want to solve in using other approaches, please comment in the comment section. I'll definitely consider making video on that. So let me explain. So initially I defined a function which is Fibonacci underscore iterative, and I'm passing n here. So I want to print this. So I'm passing n here. So what we need to do here, if you see, we are storing all the values in a list. So we need to take a list here. So what are two, as I said, like we know the initial two values, which is 0 and 1. That is why I am initializing in two variables a and b, 0 and 1. So after this, what we have to do, we need to find the third element, fourth element, and the continuous list up to n. So what I'm doing, I am taking a for loop. Still now, if you have observed, we have not appended any values to this list. We are not storing any list as of now. So what we have to do first, so when I is 0, we have to append a. When I is 0, we are appending a. So initially it is 0. So let's print this. Let me show you the output so that you can understand how it is working. So if you see, we can have all zeros in 10. See, we have 10 elements here and all are zeros, because every time this for loop is incrementing till n, we are only appending a, that is 0. We don't want that, right? Like we need to store the sum of previous two values. So what we have to do, if you see, we need to store a comma b in such a way See, for the first time we have appended a. Now we don't. Now a becomes b and b becomes c plus, sorry, a plus b. We are only using two variables. So what happens every time? It will be, you know, the a value becomes b and b values becomes a plus b. So if we do this, our problem is solved maybe. So let's print. See, let me take n as a very simple value 4. I can explain better. So if you see, for the first time when I equal to 0, when I equal to 0, Fibonacci Fib sequence become 0, and a comma b equal. Now if you see here, we have b, we have initialized as 1, so it will become 1 comma 1 plus 0, which is 1 comma 1. So when I equal to 1, fib underscore sequence becomes 0 comma, what is a now? We have a here 1, so we are appending 1, and again a comma b equal, what is a now? What is b now? B is here, if you see, 1, so here 1, b is a plus b. So now a is 1 and b is also 1, so it will become 1 comma 2. So now a comma b is 1 comma 2. So when I equal to 2, fib underscore sequence is 0, 1, 1, because we are appending a again. Here a is 1, and we have to write a comma b is, now a value is 1 here and b value is 2. So 2 comma a plus b is 1 plus 2 is 2 comma 3. So when I equal to 3, fib underscore sequence become 0, 1, 1, and we are appending 2, and now a comma b becomes 3 comma a plus b, right? 2 plus 3, that is 5. And what are we doing now? N is, we have taken n as 4. Now n is equal to 4, so it will come out of the for loop and it will return Fibonacci series. That's it. So this is the way in which we can solve Fibonacci sequence using iterative approach and two variables. And if you see here, we are not using I anywhere in the program. This is unused variable. So we can replace it with underscore in Python. This is good for readability purpose, and we will not be having any other errors like unused variables if we are using any linters. So it's better if there is unused variable and if you only need the for loop, use this underscore operator and your problem is solved. You don't need to use I every time. Here in this program I explained using I because for explanation purpose, but in the code if you see we are not using I anywhere, so you don't need I. That is why and replacing with underscore, still it works the same. There is no change in that. Exactly. So that's it for today. If you still have any questions, please comment in the comment section and subscribe to Target 45. Thank you.